Geopolitical risk events are no longer niche events. They're no longer something that just affect the security and the risk guys. This is something that affects the whole business, the whole enterprise. It is imperative, therefore, that businesses try and begin to think how they can better adapt to the realities of the world today, in which economic issues are increasingly not just being affected, but being driven by political events as they develop both regionally and globally. Time and time again, the way in which companies are organised, the way in which they assess risk, and most importantly, how risk is communicated all across the business, has not adapted to the realities that we face today. And one of the key things is understanding that risk does not mean setting up a new department and having to spend millions. It is simply a recognition that any business operating in the globe today is operating in a more risky environment, that politics will have an impact, not only on very specific areas, but also on traditional areas that would have been seen just as economic. And with a small adaptation of the business, and with a recognition that these understandings need to be communicated across the business, dramatic improvements can be made in how a business prepares itself and avoids the negative consequences of the political risk events that are undoubtedly going to occur in the years to come. If an organisation is using risk models that are the ones they were using 10 or 15 years ago, frankly, they're not assessing the risk. What has happened in the last few years is that the weighting of many of these risk factors has changed. One of the issues that I address in my presentations is the issue, for example, of the role that religion and nationality, tribalism, plays in risk today. It seems very obvious. Anyone looking at the news in the Middle East would seem to say, oh yes, of course, this is being driven by identity. Yet look at traditional risk modelling, and identity weighs very lightly in how risk is assessed. Simply recognising that that element of your risk model needs to be risen a level or two can dramatically improve the way in which you're assessing risk across your organisation. As with traditional economic issues, the better informed you are, the better decision maker you will be. And this applies as much, if not more so, to political risk as it does to traditional economic factors. Be informed, don't be informationally impotent.